call game one a mulligan.
Yeah, game one. We're still going to be checking out a few things here because
Clid will be able to play around other lanes. He can either baby the Vladimir, and he saw that a ward had been placed recently, but he doesn't know that Clid's behind him. He doesn't have that extra information because he saw Faker, so Clid is actually unscouted.
This is a secret agent Jarvan right now as Root and Kellen are going to move into lane. Completely unbeknownst to them is Clid down here. Can he get the flag and drag? Will he use the flash? There he is, doesn't even need to as Kellen. He knows that he's dead, gets the aftershock. Oh, the last auto attack is going to come in from Martyr as now Faker. Swifty boots on, even though he hasn't purchased them yet. Dodges the cocoon.
Opting into very strong ganking junglers come level 2 or level 3, respectively, so kind of nice to see swing matchups because there's a lot of matchups that are much more 55-45 than, say, 70-30. So cool to see little changes like that.
Ooh, that's a nice little knock-up, but no more Umbral dashes means that Grace is unable to follow up with the second one. Clid finds C's, so look at how much damage he's taking! Cocoon is gonna miss, and I don't think C's has too many ways out here. The repel, choose your death there as Clid is gonna be able to pick up the kill, but not after dying. Grace has the world ender, but he should get taken down. The Soul Shackles is in.
Trying to wait it out.
Is looking for it. Yeah, exactly right. Faker does find the ultimate. Oh no, he short arms! The Even is still able to flash himself to safety.
Root.
Teleport comes in from Khan, but Faker is going to go down. Aftershock or not, that is not enough as the Hemoplague is going to do nothing to deter.
Allows him to have double Dirk for poke and also Executioner's Calling. So the Executioner's Calling is a snowball choice here. It means they don't have to only group. They can try to all in, but at this timing, Jarvan's going to get their first.
Yep, Hemoplague is going to come up. That's already a lot of damage down. He wants the Crimson Rush. The flash comes in from Khan, but doesn't get the Tides of Blood. Clid has his flash though. The Cataclysm comes in and sees.
Team is a 450 gold bounty on the Jarvan, but it's only the bonus gold. It doesn't include the 300 from the kill.
Yeah, just going to be that 150, but it is exactly what you're used to as Faker throws out the claw, but doesn't take it, which is lucky. Because Season's here in this mid lane. Marta taking a lot of damage there, bottom side. As the Culling's just going to do it. That was the combo, and Teddy might be in trouble here as well. He flashes away, but it's not enough. Double kill comes in for Root, who's down to about 150 health, but it doesn't matter.
But I think the gold bounty will remain the same.
All right, let's call the bounty 300 at this point in time. But that is a big one. That's the old 600s. We're going to see it again.
Marta just gets cold in because they had a lane war down and dies. Because guess what? You put your Black Shield down, you get cold because you've already been CC. AT just need to make sure that in the next 7 minutes or so, they don't allow Jhin Era Baron by taking a poor team fight before their items are ready. But this dive, it's happened now.
Yep, that's a fantastic knock-up. The Cataclysm is going to come in there, and there is
in pro games.
So when we say they have a bounty of this, then that's exactly what it means.
700 is the old 1,000.
Whoa, the flash in! Teddy actually going to be able to get out of there with just the Arcane Shift as Root.
Flash up. They're very much choosing spots where they're not going to be collapsed on and forced to fight.
Wow, Root's in a whole lot of trouble here as he's by himself under the turret. Marta moves up, Kellen has to get over here. I believe that was a Hex Flash, but he's now got his flash on cooldown, definitely.
Remember your ARAM tier list, Lucian and Alistair down as his engage.
Oh no, that's just going to be the Cocoon right into the Black Shield as Faker wanting a re-engage, does actually get down there. Steady, just pops the Aatrox. SKT going to move into a 1-1-3. As this game moves on, as Root looking for Khan. Actually doing a lot of damage here, but the pull is still available. And he's still going aggressive. Will move his way out. The Hemoplague gives Khan a whole bunch of his health bar back as Kellen Root down to about half health. Teddy moves in, does land the Q, lands the second Clid, looking for the flag and drag. Just Cataclysms, gets the passive on the auto, takes down the cow very easily as now Grace is fighting Faker, and the World End is going to get weighted out, but it's a great knock-up, and Grace gets a solo kill.
It might unfortunately only have to be a small silver lining because their base is in tatters.
Yep, Faker wants to give something back here to Jhin Era. At the very end, Khan goes into stasis as Linderung very far up. You can see Teddy just going so aggressively though as sees the Spiderlings trying to save him. And they know with Baron up, it's another minute and a half actually, getting a little bit ahead of myself here as Teddy. He's heading forward, but Black Shield is going to be available. Kellen maybe too far up as the True Shot Barrage doesn't hit quite as much this stage of the game, but still feels like hell for Kellen. The ultimate has to be used, and that means that's a tool that's not going to be in there. Grace has found Faker one more time. And yeah, Vladimir may have turned up to this series now as he goes into stasis under Nexus turrets. Of all things, is going to avoid all of that extra damage. Now the World Ender is going to come in. I'm sorry, Grace, you're not going to do it 2 times in a row against Faker's. See your death, Miss Spider Lady, and Faker's going to be able to pick up the kill under T's. SKT should be able to take down some Nexus turrets. and really put a dent in this series very early on against Jin Air. The flash from Faker. The kill's going to go down onto Linderung as Grace tries to get back towards the fountain. It's not going to matter. Nexus is going to go down, and SKT dominant game 1.
Vladimir being the ultimate wedding.
Dusting, and that's how we saw Griffin actually...
Very similar style, going back to Sion mid lane.
Disgusting amount of lane control after you've maxed out that Q. Very early on in this game, though, C's, you can see, setting up for a level 2 gank.
Fake leash topside by SK Telecom. Aatrox spending a bit of time at the blue buff before going up. So because of that fake leash, let's see what happens.
Yep, there's the flash pulverize. They're looking for Teddy, and they'll find him. It's a decent taunt, but it is not enough.
Gold onto Vayne and get her to 2 items as early as possible before SKT can use their comp to bulldoze them. So given that and how many people can pack up, I understand it. Here we go.
Yeah, there's the flash in. This is a level 5 Alistar. Has to use the flash in order to get himself out, but Namada is going to get knocked up. Teddy picks it up with the Ren stack, but they do trade it as now C's going aggressively. Clid offering more damage back. Teddy needs to be respected though, and speaking of respect, Faker down to 200 health in the mid lane as Grace flashes forward, but he Qs too. And now we're still fighting Faker. Oh my goodness, the knockup isn't going to come in. Not in time, but they might be able to get the trade kill as topside Tana has killed the Aatrox under the turret, and Faker gets one back. Tana going to be
This is when we came to play, when the first bit of damage came in, but watch the turns from Tana. This is actually super slick play. And then gets the level up to get enough mana to all in. Actually chased for this kill, speaking of kills.
And no Bloodwell onto Khan. That was the problem. As Tana getting on the Infernal is as relevant.
Lane ward from Khan, not available this time, Atlas. And this is the picture-in-picture play. It's not perfect from Jin Air, but they're just able, with no Khan ultimate, to find that second kill. It's actually picture-in-picture again. This Rift Herald, I don't even know who it went to.
Yeah, heroic entrance is going to come down here as Faker picks up the kill onto C's. Grace did manage to pick up the Rift Herald, but he's going to get cocooned. Clid snipes him out in the backline now as Faker is very low. Clid is extremely squishy. Great double knockup. Comes in from Kellen, who keeps himself alive for so long. Vanguard's Edge now comes forward as Root turns up from the bottom side. Will get a condemn back, but Faker is already dead at this point in time. And Jin Air,
kind stranger, picking you up a couple of times and maybe allowing SKT a more even team fight than they deserve.
Yeah, one of the scary things is here for... Okay, this is looking good for Khan. Throws down the World Ender. Vanguard's Edge is in there. Tana's trying to fight this one back, but it's not going to work. The flash, I don't know where he thought he was going. That knockup is all around you. As Khan picks up the solo to get back at Tana.
He's flashing to the next life, Atlas. That was very much the light at the end of the tunnel, but it was not, unfortunately,
flashing into the death chamber.
It was the darkness. That's what's happened in the mid lane. This is why the play started. No. That's important. So Faker actually, the reason he almost dies to begin this play is interrupting Rift Herald. Thank you for the 200 IQ. Korean observing there to make sense of why Faker was so far down the lane. However, I would love to see the HP bar here. I believe it's single digit. Here's C's. He's trying to seize the day, or the red buff, or the bramble pit, or the party, as we talked about. Let's watch this one. So he's down to 200 health. Let's watch him die. We're going to watch how close is it, Atlas? Is it one order?
Oh, he gets to 1 health! 1 health.
This red buff deserves a name. What is the name of Jin Air's red buff? As we'll have to hold the point for that.
Yeah, we will. I'll keep it in mind as the Unbreakable Will does go down from Kellen, but now Root has a lot of damage. Faker is in there, gets headbutted back. I think the Sion is going to die, but SKT grabbed the first one onto Tana. Faker trades his life back, but now will be Zombie Sion, but not enough to go for the dive here against Jin Air.
Only 4 members of Jin Air defending the first stack. Speaking of first stacks.
Yeah, we're looking for Faker here in the mid lane, but he's very tanky. Infernal Chains land onto C's, who just takes too much damage. Even the Q landing there from Faker, you know that Vayne has a great time smacking down on a Sion. And now SKT are going to start off this dragon. Jin Air caught napping a little bit there in the mid lane as Faker not able to actually go back and doesn't have the teleporters. Oh no! Not exactly as flawless as you'd want it to be. In fact, every single skill shot is going to miss. And now C's could be in line for a 2 versus 1 against the Aatrox, and SKT have decided they'll take advantage of it by taking down a Baron at 25 minutes into the game. Triple Infernals in hand.
And Khan's not allowing the Jarvan to get out of the dance pit. He's going to have to stick around, and here's TP.
Yep, Fate's Call comes in, but Tana does avoid. Oh, not enough. As Teddy's just going to be able to execute him. Now Grace, with not too much more than an Aftershock that has worn off, now has to use the Claw to get out. Faker, no ultimate available, but Khan's looking for the flank. Good knock up there onto Kellen. Double knock up comes in from Khan, and this is the team fight comp that SKT has. The J4 gets obliterated. Who's trapped in there with who is Root? Has finally got himself into a position where he can carry the flash forward, the stopwatch. But Teddy has nowhere to go. Oh my god, he finds the cow! Root's able to grab the 1,000 gold as the bounty comes in. But Clid, he does
started this play for SKT. Tana couldn't actually match it on the dance floor. We know who is the true king. It's in fact SKT Donga, better known as Khan.
Yeah.
On the re-engage, remember it's 5v4 and Aatrox is going to be spotted, I believe, at the start of the vision here. You see the first kill go down, and you're like, aha, this is the fight for SKT. But remember that Root gets going, gets warmed up, gets going, and sadly, Root died.
Yeah. Well, so he just didn't quite get as going as we thought he did.
He did in this play, but the picture-in-picture actually
just watch
important.
the big screen, guys. Nice work, Root. Really, really well done. And we're going to go back to live and just ignore the fact that he's a grey icon.
If we were OPL casters and Root was in our league, we could say a lot of fun things. But we won't. Here's the replay. That is what we call a greedy back spot, better known as a bad teleport spot for an 80 carry. We always think of 80 carries going for bad TPs with their new...
3 items on both of our top laners actually says a lot more for Khan, who struggled in the laning phase. The Baron has been started though, and Jin Air do have a lot of damage. Root has to be respected in this Baron pit. You can see it's no surprise to SKT. Should be a 50-50 as Clid's going to come in. Sees, jumps over, tries to lock down Teddy, but this is the J4. The triple knock-up comes in as Teddy's able to grab that first kill. He gets knocked up by Kellen, but where's the follow-up damage? It is absent from this fight. Root is still alive. He's tumbling forward so far, but he's going to die. Clid grabs that kill, and now Jin Air's trying to fight back. Double kill for the Aurelia. The flawless duet. Faker, he's going to go down. It's a triple kill. Can he get the penta? Tana gets the quadra, and now he's going to be able to get it. Tana just steps on in. Linderung was there, but now the Aurelia saved the game.
Khan will be the buzzkill, no pentakill, but still a big moment for Jin Air. You see how tricky it is to keep on top of Vayne and Aurelia in a team fight. Root was warmed up. I don't know if Ginsu Rage was maintained on the turn. Cease goes in, while Root is actually awkwardly stunned and doesn't get any orders off. So I believe he drops Ginsu's Rage, but maybe the time at which Jin Air naturally should have a team fight advantage has been reached, because even with all the Infernals in a very close-knit fight, the health bars on SKT don't mean as much as we first assumed.
Oh, Tana is just so incredibly good. I lost my mind watching him. Every flawless duet was exactly that. Utterly flawless, and after missing so many. But yeah, Root actually tumbling forward and just getting incidentally destroyed, I think by a volatile Spiderling was a bit of a problem. They'll get another go at it here as Grace in great flanking position. Good double knock up there from Khan, and here's the turn from Jin Air. Khan goes into World Ender. He's around 4 members of Jin Air is stacked completely up, and he's going to go down, and now Faker has to use the ultimate in order to get out. It's a decent use of the Cocoon to try and keep them alive, but Jin Air are back on the Baron with 5 members in comparison to the 4.
Rinse and repeat, but look at this. Turn ultimates on the Sandra and Aurelia are up. So it's difficult for SKT to make much happen here. Maybe a Fate's Call to open it, or maybe just give up Baron.
Yep, they are going to. They're going to trade it for an outer turret in the mid lane.
Find it with some creative engage to stop Root from getting going. Here's that creative engage.
Yep, they're going to dive on forward, but it's straight into analysis. Not exactly the target you want. Another Cataclysm is going to break Khan off from this fight. It's Root. He's going to come in, but Khan is looking for it. Gets him down to the stopwatches. Root's not going to survive. Clid takes him down, and now SKT have got the turn. Jin Air on the minion wave, and SKT, it looks like they're not going to win just yet, but they might be able to get this follow-up kill. Infernal Chains is going to get rid of him. See you later, Seas. You are going to be falling here. That was a really cute follow flash there from Khan, but Kellen.
But man, there's so many people lying in
wait.
The
They're
all chomping at the pit
as well. Yeah, Marta's looking for it. Doesn't blow the flash on an Alistair. I like that play. Unbreakable Will is still there. Final hours pop now from Root. Can he get value? He's playing very far back. Grace is going to go into his own ultimate, but can Jin Air get into position? The answer is no, and SKT get another free one. Flawless duet doesn't actually arm. Jin Air waiting for it. Faker with another ultimate, but it's onto the cow yet again. Headbutt pulverized, lands onto the front line. Khan is going to be able to get rid of him, but sees in the back line another Cataclysm in decent position, but Teddy is going to take him down. Root cannot find the free auto attacks. He's just taking too much damage. Double kill for Teddy. and this will be the end of the game, and the 2-0 from SKT. Tana with a heroic effort, but he's going to spell the triple kill for the Kalista and the ace for SKT.
It's an LCK spring, 29 story as old as time. Jinair, unfortunately, your faith in them in the late game is misplaced. They will eventually make that execution mistake, and Root going down means there's no longer a 5v5. No longer